My name is Brad Moore. I am the pastor of the Huntsville and Presley Chapel United Methodist Churches in Huntsville, and I'm here today to talk about my experience with COVID. And my symptoms weren't as severe at the onset of the illness, but my symptoms, I guess the worst symptom was probably the headache that just never went away. It was just a persistent headache for 2 weeks. And no matter what I took, I couldn't get rid of the headache. About the first week, towards the end of the first week, I started feeling a little bit worse as far as the body aches and the fatigue, and then began to have a little congestion, a little cough. I struggled to find anything to eat. I mean, we had food. Our church members and neighbors and folks in the community were bringing us food like crazy, which was great for our girls. And we enjoyed some of that food as well, but we just couldn't eat. We just didn't have the desire to eat. Neither one of us experienced severe nausea, but there were some issues with just smelling the food, and it just didn't sit well. So I lost 17 pounds while I was sick in that 2-week period, and began to watch as my muscles atrophied, and it was really frustrating. So we quarantined from our daughters, isolated from our daughters, until Kelly and I, my wife and I, were released by the health department, received our releases from them. And then we could come back together. And that was a wonderful day. We have paid very close attention to our daughters over the last 3, almost 4 weeks now since we tested positive. And just observing them, asking them, reminding them to check their temperatures and be aware of what they're feeling. And neither of our daughters have experienced any symptoms in that almost 4 weeks. So we're grateful for that. We're grateful that the quarantine, that the isolation from them seemed to have worked. We encourage them to wear their masks and to physical distance and to be very careful, wash their hands regularly. Don't touch their faces unless they've washed their hands and hand sanitized. And so we stay on them about being careful and trying to protect themselves from this virus and to protect others as well. We talk a lot about how the mask isn't just for protecting ourselves. It's really about protecting others, and how that's just as important. So, but we're very thankful that neither of them have been sick, and we just pray that they continue to remain healthy and don't have to go through what we went through. So.